To monetize your life, to monetize it all, you only need four things. Just four. Now, I like to call it the 4 P's framework. It is recognizing that you have to package what you know, that you have to price it, which is very hard. You have to present it, and you have to then give it a chance to make you profits. That's what we're going to talk about today, is how can we, in this 4 P's framework, monetize our life, monetize it all. You'll see in a minute. Coming up, I'm going to be showing you some very specific ways. Now, this is something that I teach a lot anyway in my entrepreneurship classes, in some of the courses. I teach this simple framework. And once I teach you how and show you how, you'll never unlearn it, because you'll always have it. Now, I heard something the other day that has me a little cautious. Here it is. I read this the other day, and I'm literally reading the card here. If you teach a person anything, he will never learn. And that is to say that learning is an active process. So why I want to come on and show you things in a very specific way is because I want this to be interactive. Because if I just show you, if I just tell you, if I'm just talking, yeah, well, guess what? You're not learning. So let's take a look at something. This is the last day. Y'all know I have been doing these 31 days, 30 days of lives. 30 days of lives. Now, here's what we want to take a look at. I've been doing the 30 days of lives because there was a couple of things that I needed to do for myself. First of all, I needed to cure my inconsistency. And in 31 days, I've done that. I'm going to be talking about that. I got a book coming out that's talking about that. Second, I wanted to be able to show you that you can literally take ideas like that and turn them into other pieces of content that you can then go out there, content piece one, content piece two, content piece three, that you can in 30 days create things and then go out there and make offers with those things. These are the kind of offers I'm talking about. Books, products, services. This is Randy O Coaching and Consulting. One of the things that I do through my Our Bridge Business Institute, where business creation is the classroom. I go on a mastermind every single week. I have my own show. And then I have a show with a buddy of mine, and I've got collaborations. This is the point, is that what we're doing with all of this stuff, what I've been doing with this 30 days, a digital product a day, is showing you that it can be done. And at the same time, saying to myself, bro, you need to stay a little more consistent because you had gotten off of being consistent. So I have cured myself of inconsistency, and I'm very proud of me. So if you've been with me every single day, be proud of yourself too, because you have done it. You have put in the 30 days. Now, here becomes the big announcement. The big announcement is I'm going to be coming on every day, sometimes more than one time a day. If you notice, the last couple of days, I'll come on in the middle of the day. But at 9 o'clock, it's going to happen. And I'm going to be talking to you going forward. We're going to be talking about coding, vibe coding things up so that we can create from all of these ideas. We've got the power now. I've got some tools and I got some things that I'm going to show you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, what I'd like you to do is like and subscribe and share it with other people. I'm getting people on LinkedIn that was like, man, Randy just told y'all, to write your book, like yesterday's show, and that you don't need anybody getting in the way of that. And she shared it and all kind of cool stuff. I got other friends that's been sharing stuff like crazy. I'm very appreciative. I love you for that. Thank you very much. Share this stuff because I want people to see more of it. Live section over at YouTube if you want to check it out. So here's what we're going to be doing today. Look at this. I'm going to be teaching you and showing you and talking to you and being interactive because, again, like it said here, look at this. If you teach a man anything, he will never learn. Wait, what? I thought that's what we're supposed to do. Mm-mm. Learning is an active process. In other words, we've got to be interactive with that. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I use flip books. That's why, I'm a little animated sometimes. Why? Because I want you to get this. I want it to be in your mind and I want you to be like, I got it because I lived it. I saw you and I lived it. So today we're going to be talking about monetizing it all using the 4Ps framework. The 4Ps framework is package, price, present, and profit. That's what we're going to be diving into today. And I think you're in for a treat because when we talk about this 4Ps framework, it ain't no joke. Here it is, monetizing it all. I want you to be able to monetize it using this 4Ps framework because this will allow you to turn your skills into scalable revenue streams and get paid from what you already do. Now, wait, get paid from what you already do? Absolutely. I wouldn't be the monetize your life guy if I didn't try to show you these things and I didn't, come on here for 30 days. And when I go forward, we're going to be doing the same thing. Now, some people are into investments. Some people are into real estate. I'm into digital real estate. I'm into creating digital assets that go out there and do some of the same things that on the ground real estate used to do for me. I'm going to show y'all an example one day of my last house flip because I used to be in the real on the ground real estate. I used to be in that space. Now I'm into digital real estate because digital real estate is much more scalable. It is you just going out there and doing things. Because right now, here's what the challenge is. Look at all this stuff. You're giving it all away. Now, don't get me wrong. I come on here and I give it away, but it's not a giveaway because I take this and I create content from it. I take this, I put it on my other channels. I take this, I send it over to my emails. I use Beehive. I use all these different sources to then get this information out into the hands of people. I make a flip book from it. So now it can be of more value. Here's what happens. Skills are still scattered and unprofitable. Ideas never turn into revenue. Why? Well, maybe because you didn't have anybody come along and go, we're doing this. I don't care what you think you're doing. We're going to be doing this. I got a friend right now. I'll give you an example. I got a friend right now. And this is what I'm talking to him about. I'm saying, hey, he's a massive article writer. Every single day he's writing 1 to 2 articles. Now I've discovered a way that I can help him turn these articles into other things. So they're already done. Now I get a chance to show him how to turn them into other things. We're going to package it. We're going to price it. We're going to present it and then give him the chance to profit from it. Now, we're building something brick by brick. So when I say these things, in certain cases, I want you to realize that this is for educational purposes. I want you to realize that I'm not giving you financial advice. And I'm saying to you that sometimes this is not typical implied guarantee that you will make money, that you will profit from this. But this gives you a shot when we can take what you already know, bundle your skills into sellable formats, price it, set strategic price points. And I'm going to show you here in a minute. Stay with me now. Present it. What am I doing right now? I'm presenting it. So these have become the frameworks, these 4Ps frameworks. 4: package, price, present, profit. If we do that in a consistent way, we start with packaging. Then we can say, hey, what I already know how to do, we can put into other kinds of assets. Absolutely. Tell me what you do in life. Tell me what you did yesterday. Tell me what frustrated you today. Tell me the fact that, like me, I was out driving and I almost slid down the hill because there was a bus up there in the snow sliding down the hill. Now, I haven't been nervous driving my car in a long time, but that made me nervous. I started sweating. It was a bad deal, right? Now, from that experience, it teaches us a thing. Now, I imagine what would have happened if something bad would happen? Would I have been able to do the things that I do? Do I have something packaged so it can go out there and earn for me if something bad happens? You see what I'm doing here? I'm literally saying this is why we want to package things. We want to package them and transform them into assets, in the micro SaaS tools, in the templates and worksheets, in the coaching programs, so that you can eventually get it out there and start making money. Micro SaaS tools are awesome. I've got 4 or 5 of them, and I'm telling you what, these things print. I love them because now we've got the tools that allow us to create. Now, don't get me wrong, all the vibe coding tools and the things that they're saying out there on the commercials, not all of it's true. There is work involved. I may sit with something for 4 hours just to get the one prompt that works. Okay, well, that's 4 hours. But now it's out there making money forever. And we also know that because everybody else can do it, it's like the internet, right? Or it's becoming, but you got a head start. What I teach you, what I'm going to be showing you coming up is how do we now market, how do we monetize our life using the tools that are available to us? How do you monetize your life if you're in the investment space? Okay. How do you monetize your life if you're in the drop shipping space? I've got ways to show you how to do it all, and there is no fail. There's either do or there's not do, like Yoda says. Do or not do. There is no try. And I say we don't fail because we can create from it all. Hey, for example, if you went out and you did something that it just like was an abject failure in your opinion because it did nothing, then you're going to talk about how you went out and did all this stuff and it did nothing. So that means I may have been in the wrong space. I may have been doing the wrong thing. So let's teach that. Let's show that. So we're going to create all these different things, webinars, books, and PDFs. I typically write a book about a week. I hadn't been talking much about this because people go, "Oh my gosh, how can you do this? You're putting together all, GPT slop." GPT don't write for me. I have found a mechanism. I found a system. Here's some of the things, right? And this is inside of, I'm going to leave this flip book. I'll probably make it available I'll put it on YouTube, and then I'll probably put it on Facebook too. Maybe even Instagram. I don't know. Um, and I'll leave it because I've got some links. I got tools, stuff that I use right now. Pricing it. Why do so many people have trouble pricing things? What level of confidence do you not have that allows you to go, give me $20, give me $100, give me $2,000, give me $10,000? Because guess what? A job pays you for a year, and it's saying, well, we value you at X, Y, Z, 40, 50, $60,000. So then you go, wait a minute, I just gave up a year to this job. I got to get up in the morning. I do all these different things. They're going to give me 50, 60, $70,000. And you may go, I'm worth more. Okay. Well, let's go ask for that more. Price. We're going to be talking about that, pricing it inside of some of the programs that I'm going to share with you is the opportunity to come in, right? This is the last day you can get in probably for free. It's the last day for sure that you can get me at pay what you want pricing, unless you got a hookup, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all got a hookup. You know somebody that knows me and they know how to get to me. Okay, fine. I get it. Present it. YouTube live streams, digital funnels, affiliate networks. We're going to be putting our stuff out there so we can go and earn from it, man. Again, typical. This is not typical, implied, guaranteed, or even promised that you will earn a dime. People that try this stuff sometimes earn nothing. Sometimes they lose money because they don't do things like I'm doing. They don't do things like promoting. They don't do things like presenting. They don't get out there and give their stuff a shot. They try nothing and they make nothing. So we're going to be going out there and finding the very specific channels that allow us to earn better. Some channels are better than others. A lady today that I was coaching today, she says she's going to start off with TikTok because for her, TikTok is fire. Then we're going to be building your funnel foundations. I showed her some tools that I use to go out there and do stuff, right? Every single one of these tools are tools that I absolutely use. I can teach you on them. If you want me to help you with it, I teach you on them. But this is the key: 4Ps framework. Package it, price it, present it so that you can profit from it. And then repeat. Right? Here it is. Measuring systems are key. What is the time that I put in and what did I get back? What is the lifetime value of a customer? We start digging into all these kinds of things. What is the cost to acquire customers? This is stuff that people don't consider. Lifetime value of a customer basically says, hey, the customer came in, they're going to be with you X amount of time because you notice patterns. People stick with you 6 months, they stick with you a year, they stick with you 2 years, they stick with you 20 years, whatever. LTV is very, very important because you want to understand this when we start doing ads and all these kinds of things. That's a cost. There's a cost to acquire that customer, call it CAC. All this stuff is mixed up in there so that we understand and we can do this profit reinvestment loop. Can I create an asset today? I'll give you an example. So I just finished up 2 books the other day. One that I've been showing everybody, and I did a show on it yesterday, and I think I talked a little bit about it in today, earlier today, not at 9. And so that's an asset that I have. Now I asked myself a question. Let me go back. Well, I asked myself, okay, here is the what I perceive as the lifetime value of people that may buy that book. How long do they stick with me? Now I have a cost that I can go out and spend, if you will, to acquire a customer, to read it, to do other things. And I do little things that help that. Some things you may have heard, may or may not, depending on if you're in the marketing space or not. We talk about liquidating funnels, all of these different things that go out there and help us recoup our cost so that we can reinvest the profits, so that we can launch more offers and generate more revenue. Are y'all with me? That's what we're going to be talking about, right? So, because listen, this whole big idea, all this stuff that we're doing is for the fact that you've got so much talent inside of you. We got to get our butts out there, man, and start presenting it to the world and asking questions. World, will you give me $20 for this? I'm serious. Will you give me $20? Let me get a little water here. Can I get $20 from you for whatever that thing is? All right. I'll give you an example. Something that I'm doing coming up real soon is I'm saying, hey, you want to buy me a coffee? If you do, I'll send you this book. The coffee's $5. So it's a link. You buy me a coffee, I send you the book. The book is also going to be on its own landing page. The book is also going to be over there at Amazon doing what it do. So now you've just placed it 3 places for it to potentially earn you money. The book will also be a flip book. Now that's a different format. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Oh man, I think if you're seeing what I'm doing, that means that means I need some music. So let's get some music here. What we got here? We got some Christmas music. We got some New Year music. What y'all thinking? Some New Year music? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's get them. There we go. Let's jam. Let's talk about this. Are y'all feeling it? Scale through delegation. We're going to build systems, not just products. People talk about this all the time. Oh my gosh, systems. Yeah, systems, man. System is repurposing. What is your repurposing system? What is your customer service and onboarding system? When a customer says, I want it, what happens next? Do they get something second, third, fourth? Do you upsell? What about social media? Who's handling that? Are you handling that? When are you handling that? At what point? These are becoming opportunities for us to literally go out there and say, okay, cool. If I need all those things because I'm making a couple of bucks, I need to go out there and find some people. A long time ago, back before we had AI, I used to use a service called Find Writers. And Find Writers, I would send them my completed manuscript. And then I would say, hey, listen, I need you to just go through this and do some editing. I need you to chase around the words and put it in a particular order, stuff like that. Now we got AI to do that. But it's still useful because sometimes AI likes to add their own stuff and you might not want that. So go and use hire writers. Here's some other automation tools. Inside of this, these are tools that you can use. You should be able to click on these things and use it. I got a resource page here. Next steps. Here's what I want you to do. Here's the call to action. I want you to package one skill. One skill. That's it. I want you to set a price. $20. And you say, oh my gosh, I don't know how to price. Just put a price. Now, and I say this from this perspective. Look at this. I'm going to show you. Where's my calculator at? Here's how it works. Why I love $20 is because people will break a 20. They'll give you a 20 and not think much of it. 50, that's a different president. So you start looking at it going, oh, I don't know about my 50. 100? Oh, wait a minute. You got to do some dancing for that. But $20, here you go. Right? We're buying breakfast, $20. Here you go. So I like to add $20. Now I want you to go and think about this. $20. Here's what we got. We got $20. Imagine if you price something at $20. You found a awesome vein. In other words, a vein where people are and they happen to want what you have. And you sell 50,000 of them. Just imagine that. Now, I'm not saying you will, because again, things are not typical, implied, guaranteed, or even promised. But if your $20 book, $20 tool, $20 approach, $20 webinar, $20 coaching program, $20, and you have 50,000 people buy that thing. Why? Because you're probably going to go buy some ads. We're going to put self-liquidating funnels. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. You got me. I can share it with you later. 50,000 times $20 is how much? If y'all haven't done that math real soon, here it is, $1 million. Could you make $1 million work? Just saying. Doesn't matter where you are. Could you make $1 million work? I'm not saying that you're going to do this. But the fact that we find a price, a penetrating price that people go, that's not bad. And again, the results are not typical, implied, guaranteed, or even promised to say that you will get this. But now that we create these tools, we create this stuff every single week, every single day, hopefully, we now give ourselves a shot. How many days are there in a year? Yes. You got, wait, how many products out there? 365 products. Wow. I'm just saying. I don't have 365, but I will. Trust me when I say that. Continuous improvement, taking a look at every single thing that we're doing and just making it 1% better every day. Your actions, 1% better. Your products, 1% better. As the marketplace tells you whether they want it or not by buying it, and then what else they can use, that's when you bring it back in and change it. We're going to be doing this right here. I'm going to continue to come on every single day so that I can continue to show you how to monetize it all. Now, I'm probably going to be diving a lot deeper into using specific tools, AI tools. Why? Because we can just jam with them AI tools. I found one today that's just fantastic. And then here's some tools that you can use to literally go out there and create all of this stuff. This is just a big old resource page. I'll make this available in the show notes, in the description field. I wasn't able to do it before I came on the show, so I'll get to it in a couple of days. But just keep coming back to them. Keep watching them. Keep sharing them. That's my hope that you do. I appreciate you like you do not know. I, in these 31 days, have proven to myself, and you have too if you've been here every single week, every single day, that you can do it, that you can cure yourself of inconsistency. If you've ever felt, oh man, the only thing that's different between me and success is inconsistency, you now have proven to yourself that you can do it. If you did these 30 days with me, and that's why I gave it 30 days. It wasn't on 5 days. None of these little things I'm seeing, these summits and all that kind of stuff. 5 days. I'm gonna get you $375 a day. No, you're not, man. Don't tell me that. Right? So I did this with that in mind, so that I can show you it can be done, A, and then you start seeing it, B, you start doing it, C, and next thing you know, you have done this. You have created. I've got people that say, man, I can't wait to work with you. I'm already working with a couple of people now. I worked with somebody today for 2 hours. And by the end of that 2 hours, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm ready. Yeah. And she got me for pay what she wanted to pay pricing. Plain and simple. I ain't gonna tell you what she paid, but 2 hours, I was like, okay, it was $100. I said, okay. Now I'd charge $100 for 10 minutes, but that's not the point. It was pay what you want pricing. I told you, I'm not playing about that. You still got me for a day. If you get into my DMs today, it's 9, and we now are going to go into tomorrow, I'll still honor it. But don't be coming in here 15 days into the new year and saying, hey, can I get that deal? No, that's your answer. This is it. We've been able to do it. 30 days digital product a day challenge. So here's some math. Here's some receipts. Did I do it? Yeah, absolutely. How did you do it? I created a video a day for 31 days. Oh, yeah. So I created a product every day. Now I take that video and I put it into one of my tools and I pull out the words and then I create a book from it. I literally just did it earlier today. I says, hey, here's the video I did. Pull out the words. Don't add nothing. I don't let GPT write nothing for me. And I says, what I'd like you to do is take this unstructured data and put it into a structured format. But if you won't even get up to the mic, now, I have people call up and says, oh man, you're too close to your camera, maybe your lighting and what is this? What is this mood lighting? Don't worry about that. Get past all of the naysayers. Get past all of the people that will get into your ear like an earwig and tell you cannot. Get past the gatekeepers like I talked about yesterday. Get past all that. Because the moment you create, we now have something to work with. You create one piece, I can show you how to turn it into multiple pieces. I can show you how to package it. Now, if you want to come into the Monetize Your Life, community, you can do that as well. I'm going to start charging for that pretty soon, but you can get grandfathered or grandmamaed in if you want to get in. I use a whole separate platform for that. DM me and I will put you in. Are y'all with me? Package, price, present so that you can position yourself to profit. Again, this is not typical implied or guaranteed that you will make money or that you will profit. But I can tell you this, how you monetize it all using just a 4 P's framework, just a framework. Here's the framework. Package something. Put a price on it. Present it. Give it to people. And then let it do what it do. Can we potentially, if we hit the right source, we find the right folks, profit from it? Well, the math don't lie. That's my call to you. Let's get after this stuff. Let's not let the new year come in and you're not committed to being a little bit different than the year before. Because keep in mind, 1% different. Let's get 1% better than you did last year. If last year was a good year, awesome. Let's get 1% better. Let's do something 1% different. Let's experiment more. This life is for us to experiment with. Y'all with me? And the more we experiment, the more we try things, the more fun that we have in life. I can tell you, this has been a ball for me. And it has changed my life because I proved to myself that I can show up every day. I proved it. I may have 1 people, 2 people, 100 people, whatever. I get somebody on here and they're like, hey man, you only have 4 people on there. But then on LinkedIn, a whole bunch of people. Over on Facebook, a whole bunch of people. Now I just added Instagram. So now I've created this stuff that's out there in the universe, talking to people, encouraging people, educating people, doing experiential things, in real life stuff. This is it. And this is how we're going to win in this life. You want to win? Let's get it. Let's go. I'll talk to you tomorrow.